What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast, and I wanted to talk about this whole, AOC wearing a Met Gala dress that said "Tax the Rich," and what this whole mantra is all about. Because it from a title standpoint, when you just read those words, um, if you're lower class or middle class and have been sucked into this propaganda sort of machine of what they're trying to push, it sounds good to you. And you're and with the buzzwords that they use, such as uh, inequality, fairness, and all these other terms, it makes you feel good. And you're like, yeah, let's close that wealth gap, right? Well, not quite. It's actually quite the opposite. By taxing what they say the rich and having them pay their fair share in taxes might actually do the opposite of close the wealth gap. And I'll show you why. And here the title it says it's rooted in sociology, not economics. And in the article right here, okay, it says, according to the Tax Foundation, the corporate income tax is among the most economically harmful ways to raise revenue. Higher corporate taxes reduces output, productivity, and wages in the long run, while making the U.S. less competitive. Proposed tax increase on capital gains, corporations, and income would be so high that they would discourage employment on net by 300,000 jobs. And those jobs are the middle class, lower class working people, okay? And it would reduce economic growth by 1% over a decade, which would be huge. The poor and middle class, not the rich, would be hit the hardest by these policies. So, folks, it's not about taxing these rich people and closing that wealth gap. You got to figure that, well, these wealthy people, they use the loopholes and legally don't pay, or they pay very little in taxes. Okay, and a lot of these wealthy people don't own anything. What they'll do is they can borrow against whatever they have. Like, I know Elon Musk borrows against his Tesla shares, and that's how you keep or how you minimize your taxes. So this whole idea of taxing the rich to close the wealth gap is really, in fact, going to hurt the middle and lower classes. And in addition, we see the Biden proposal of having the IRS monitor all accounts that have $600 or more, and they'll see all your transactions. And so, in reality, the target is you, the masses, the people who are from the middle and lower classes, because they want to make sure they extrapolate every single penny from you that they can. And it's really not about equality. It's gonna make the wealth gap even more substantial. Here it says they are not working in minimum wage jobs, so the jobs that disappear because of those artificially higher wages will not affect them. They're not using the boosted unemployment benefits that incentivize quickly finding a new job. They wouldn't be at risk of becoming dependent on welfare if universal programs create too much dependency. And when it comes time to really solve these issues that generate inequality, there's precious little discussion, let alone action on those issues. Okay? And folks, at the end of the day, you are in control of what you decide to do. No politician, no leader is going to solve those issues. Some people root their hopes in like a new president or a new governor or a new mayor. That's not going to change your life. You have to take those steps to try to make things better, because no one is going to do that for you. And you don't want to you don't want to be rooted in false hope. So that's why I encourage you guys to take control of your finances. And that's why I advocate for a financial plan. And that's why I push digital assets, and specifically XRP and XLM. However, You decide what you want to do with your life. Right now, there's a good opportunity to be able to make a life changing amount of money, or maybe just some money with digital assets, because it will be that new asset class. And so, and with whatever profits you get, if you're into gold and silver, go at it. If you have profits to buy yourself a little piece of land and that's what you're thinking about, go at it. If you need to pay off some debts that will make you um, get that weight off your shoulders, go at it. And that's why I'm here to try to push that and encourage people and let them know and be aware, open their eyes to see the reality behind this propaganda machine, behind these mantras that are being pushed to society with all these buzzwords. I want you guys not to fall victim of those things. And I hope that by sharing this information, the word gets out and people become aware. I hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about these mantras and these buzzwords and whatnot? Let me know in the comment section below. I always like hearing from you. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.